Hi guys, I'm finally doing another video for you today. I know it's been a while and I said I was going to keep up to date with things, but you know, life gets in the way and I just haven't had the time to actually get around to doing a video. So I thought today I'm going to do an updated sort of makeup tutorial. I thought I'd talk a bit more about my costume as well, because I've never really talked in depth about each part. So I'm going to do a makeup tutorial, show you the bits of makeup that I do, and then we'll go on to sort of a dressing up guide, I guess. And I'll try and talk to you a bit about each part and where I got things, and because I've had a lot of questions asking where I got certain bits. So without further ado, I will get my makeup stuff out and show you how I do things. Just one more thing, I'm sorry about sound quality if it's not great. I'm using a different microphone this time, so it might not sound as great, but I'm not going to know until I'm editing it. So fingers crossed it'll be okay. So I'm going to start off with obviously the foundation, which I use Mayron Celebre Pro HD Cream Foundation. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yeah, there we go. So all you want to do to start with is take a makeup brush, or I've got this teardrop thing, I don't even know, and just brush it on. You want to get your neck and your chest as well. So I'll just go ahead and do that. I'll time lapse through all this. So there we go, starting to look a bit like Donald Trump. Can I say that? It's going to be huge. I built the greatest wall. So now I like to do the eyes next. So I'll start off by doing the waterline of my eye, which is with, doesn't actually have a brand on it, but it's just some gel eyeliner. You can use kohl pencil or even a pencil gel eyeliner thing. So I'll just line the waterline of my eyes. It doesn't matter if you make a mess of this, which I do 90% of the time, because we're going to go over in black anyway, which is what we're going to do next. So I swear by this stuff. It's Grimace Black Cream in 101, which is just like super dark and it lasts forever. I've had this for about a year and you know the pot's full, so it's the best stuff I've found to use. You may need a touch of water to just help you brush it on. I'll just dip it in a bit of water, brush it round, and it goes on so much easier. And I'm not a makeup artist by any means, so if I can do this, I think anyone can. Might look crap, but it works for me. Then what I like to do after that is just take your finger and just smudge it out a bit. Not too much, but just to make it look a bit more messy. And just take a bit of generic black eyeshadow just to set that so it doesn't smudge everywhere. And I find that also helps the eyes look super dark, which I prefer. A lot of people prefer just the sort of lightly smoky look, but I prefer to go super dark. Okay, so next thing I normally do is stick the beard braids in. So here we have a couple of dangly beard braids. I mean, you can use crepe hair if you want. If you don't like growing a beard, you can use crepe hair, or you can get stick-on ones. They are a bit pricey, but they can look alright. But I've never really rated them. So I thought I'd grow my own bit of facial hair, and then these just go in so much easier. So I've got this stuff, Salon Pro hair bonding glue. It's meant to be for hair extensions. So all I do, take it and dip it in, because the nozzle's clogged up, and then red on the left. So I just have to part my beard a bit and just stick it in. I can't do it on the camera, so I'll just hold that for about 20 seconds. And that, I assure you, will not be coming out anytime soon. So I'll just do the same with the other one. And there we go. they will not be coming out unless you really pull on them. So now we sit here and look like a mess for a minute. So I'm going to just give that a minute to dry so you don't tug them out when you do this next step, which is to blacken up the beard with stuff called Blackbeard, which is that stuff. It's basically like mascara, but it doesn't rub out as easy. So you've just got a little brush tip there. So what you want to do is dip it in, wipe off the excess, and just brush it in all your facial hair. And there we go, that's the beard done. So the next what I like to do is take contour palette. I cannot contour for my life, but I give it a good go. So to take a little fluffy brush, and I've got this. I only ever use dark brown because I don't have a clue what to do with the others. So just take a tiny bit on my brush and just draw on the shape. This is sort of sunken in cheeks, so I'll show you what I mean. So then I take the brush I use for the foundation and just kind of blend it out so it doesn't look so harsh. I don't know, I think it kind of works. It looks better with the wig on, which we'll see in the end. So then if you've got a larger nose, which I have, I'll just brush a bit down the side as well to try and make it thinner. I don't know if this makes any difference at all, but I like to try it. Don't know, does it make a difference? Tell me, I don't know. So then what I do, I take the V's Pirate Palette. It's alcohol activated paints basically, and they do not rub off. You can get them off with makeup wipes, but it takes a lot of scrubbing. And you have to use 99.9% alcohol to activate them. So I'm just going to use the aged blood. Just spray a bit of, stuff stinks. Spray a bit of that in there. Then you want to take the smallest brush possible and just mix that together until you get it not watery basically. It does take some time for the paint to activate properly. Okay, so once that's thick enough, you take a bit on your brush and we're just going to draw the cross. Don't know how well you can see that. Then he also has a little blemish on the opposite cheek, which this I never really have a technique. I just kind of draw the shape on like a little square, do a bit and then just dab it. I like to think that looks okay. So then I think that's us done with the makeup. What I'd normally do after this, I'd take some brown face paint which you can get from like party shops and things. It's about a few quid, and just want to brush that all over your arms, or you can use fake tan or whatever you want to use to make your hands and arms darker, which I'm not going to do now because there's no point. So now we'll move on to the costume.